Um, Hello, Minecraft. This is my first commentary, and I just wanted to share this pretty nifty fence thingamajig. Basically how it works is, the signal goes down, goes through this signal delayer. It has to have a certain amount of ticks minimum of power for it to work properly. Then it goes to a double piston extender, also connected to this block switcheroo thing that I found on a YouTube video. I'll give them credit in a second. And also there's the problem with, see how the piston head right here, if that stays extended all the way when the brick block appears, it's right there. So there's a problem I had to solve around that. And let's just get started. I'll show you how to make it. To start off with, the double piston extender, I found two really great ideas. The first one is CNB Minecraft's double piston extender. It looks neat and pretty compact, but it's kind of hard to work around, and it messes up if there's no block above it. It's not really reliable around that. It still gets the job done though. And then there's this one, Cajun Donuts' double piston extender. It works really great. It's more compact than this one, and it just doesn't take up much space, and it still works without it. So we'll be using this one for the actual fence. Another thing I use is a T flip-flop, the basic one. I think most people know this. If not, it moves this block on top of this, which carries the power to redstone right next to it. Power, no power. It goes up in the block and across. And by sending an input to this, it switches between the output on and off. It's basically just a lever with a button, or any other input. The next thing that we use is this wall light switch, also from CNB Minecraft. It's pretty good. It switches this block with the block that's stored on this line. And we can use that with a fence. The good thing about it is it doesn't rely on one of the blocks having current. I designed my own that switches really fast, but it relies on the block carrying the current, and glowstone doesn't do that, or fences, for that matter. And lastly, we need a pulse eliminator. Pulse eliminators, they send this one specifically sends power through this block to the power behind it, but then after a certain amount of ticks, after this is just, sends one tick through, pushes the block out of the way, so then there's no more power going through it. So it's just, with a lever or a button, it reduces the tick, it reduces it to one tick, or however many ticks you have on here. Okay, let's get started with the actual thing. Build the piston extender. You have We place this block, place another block with one in the middle, repeater with full delay, and both pistons right here on this block. Torch, block above it, torch on the side facing the piston, block above that. This will get, once it's flipped on, this will push both these pistons up. Now we just need the way to get them both down along with the block that it carries. Full delay repeater, blocks up here, both redstone on top. Repeater, sorry, no delay, and that torch. Now we should work. And there you go. 4 delay, 1. Now we need a way to switch out. Switch this out with the fence. So 2 out from this, from the bottom. Piston, torch, and then a piston facing this way on top of the torch. Now we need to expand. So it has this lower part of a U shape. Repeaters facing outwards from the torch. This will ensure that both the pistons on the side get power almost all the time. And we place the pistons like so on top of those torches. Gotta place the fence. This one shouldn't be extended. There's nowhere for it to go. And now it switches that dirt block with the fence. And you can extend, you can extend either of them out. Let's say this is your ground level. There's your fence. It'll come down, switch it out. And this is one of the problems. We're going to fix it in a bit. We need to make it, well, the same thing with the torch over there. The torch sends power upwards through this block. So one way I found was to have a piston over here to pull it back whenever this came up. And we'll get to that in a second. Now we have to connect both. Oh, and you'll notice that the button, when it pushes in for a long time, so there's delay when it's turning off for this piston to extend. We don't want that. We want to make it fairly fast. So we need to connect both contraptions. And we want it in default upwards so that when you push the button, it'll go down. We need to reverse the current, full delay, and this one you add 2 ticks to this one. This is where the pulse limiter comes in. It sends 2 ticks through this, which is, I've tested one and that it doesn't work very well. This is the most reliable, 2 ticks or more. Oh, snap.